Unpopular opinion. A bad relationship is better than no relationship. A bad relationship is better than no relationship. I'm not even sure that this is my opinion. This is how I feel now. I've been single for 2 years and now it's getting boring. I didn't want to date anyone because I didn't find anyone that I liked enough to date. But seriously, now I look back at my previous relationships and I realize that even the bad ones made my life more interesting and less empty. This is from user Life is a haha or Life is ahaha on unpopular opinion on Reddit. It's a short opinion here, so there's not much to break down with grammar or vocab, but let's try and go over some things. Let's see. I didn't wanna. So this isn't so much grammar as it is the difference between spoken English and written English or careful English, right? Again, not formal English. I'll explain what I mean in a minute, but I didn't want to date anyone. In this post, they actually wrote the word or the combo of words, right? Wanna, WANNA. That is becoming increasingly common for people to start writing some of the English as they speak it. So that's why I like using social media as well, because you get people who are writing now the way we speak. And for a language learner, right, that's massive. Obviously, writing English, there is formal and informal places or moments. Making a post on social media is clearly informal. Writing an email, to the city government or, to your boss or even a coworker, right? If it's an email, not a text, really. I don't mean a text, but I mean an email, formal email. You shouldn't write wanna in a text message. I think that people do write more closely to how they speak. So, and certainly when we speak, there really isn't any version of formal English. It just doesn't really exist. And I challenge you, watch a video of Joe Biden, or I'm not going to say Trump because Trump is, like George Bush, the English is, I guess it's a good example of powerful people in formal positions speaking according to the rules of English, really poorly, but they just speak poorly. But listen to a show, listen to people who you might expect, they're going to speak formal, perfect English. And you're going to hear wanna, gonna, shoulda, coulda, woulda, mighta. So you're going to hear these combinations, right? And to be clear, I didn't want to date anyone because I didn't find anyone that I liked enough to date. I didn't want to date anyone. So this is want and an infinitive coming after want. This is very common in spoken English. It's not an outlier. This is not something that you'll hear, oh, this is just how young people talk. Or this is just how hippies talk, or no. Listen to, right, if you go on Google or YouTube, you can listen to judges, right, in a courtroom speak. And you're gonna hear, I just used gonna, you're gonna hear that this is spoken English, normal spoken English in any setting. What else can we dissect here? Seriously, now I look back. But seriously, now I look back at my previous relationships. So to look back, this is a phrasal verb, I guess, but it's not literal in the sense that you are turning your head and looking behind you. No, you are thinking about the past, right? You're not actually looking. You're thinking about the past. So to look back is to think about the past. I look back at my previous relationships and I realize that even the bad ones made my life more interesting and less empty. Even right, and I'm intending this for Brazilian Portuguese speakers, but and I don't know who listens to this or anyone, but the translation, I guess, of even is easier for me than the explanation. But it would be até, que até os maus, and how would you explain that? I would love to hear an explanation of até, right, in this context in Portuguese, because in English, man, this word is fucking hard to to put your finger on and give a very clear, specific meaning. But the translation would be ate. There's nothing more to dissect or break down. So I'll give my take now. Uh, Again, the opinion from user Life is a haha on Reddit. Um, a bad relationship is better than no relationship. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never had a bad relationship from start to finish, right? I've never been in an abusive relationship. I've never been in a relationship where my friends were telling me, "Hey, man, you got to break up. This is clearly this is bad for your mental health, or this is not a good match." Now, I've never had that, so I guess the definition of a bad relationship matters. If they mean like a bad ending to a relationship, I think I agree. Yeah, I think I agree, right? It's kind of in the category for me of the sample size, o tamaño de do mostra, and or like any information is useful. So, yeah, I've ruined a relationship or two in my life, and it's horrible, right? It's very painful, and for the other person, right? If you've cheated on someone, if you've whatever the reason that it is, you've had a bad ending to a relationship, or it happened to you, right? You've been cheated on, or whatever. I do believe that the learning and the growing from that experience is better than nothing. And unless you want nothing, right? That's I think that's uncommon, to kind of not want any relationship. But yeah, I think I agree. They didn't give a big or lengthy explanation here, but they just said basically at the end, even the bad ones made my life more interesting and less empty. I disagree with his or their reason. I would agree with the conclusion, but for me, the reason is, yeah, you get to learn and grow, and you can improve yourself and your next relationship if you have one, even after bad ones. Bad ones are contributions to your sample size of being. And there you go. Got to mute the fucking computer. They add to your database. It's a weird, not a great word for human emotions and experiences, but even the bad endings can contribute to how you grow as a human being. Now, if they mean like abusive relationships, no, I can't agree with. I would not agree with that. That to me would be not good. You might learn something, but I think, yeah, I think I would never want to be in an abusive relationship. So, yeah, though that is my take here on the user Life is a haha opinion that a bad relationship is better than no relationship. Is this truly unpopular or not? You tell me.